good afternoon, folks. Welcome back to the farm. We're here in the camper trailer. We just got back from a couple days away. Carmen got a bit of a head start on me on our way back from Tumbler Ridge. And so we're back home now. And Carmen's, she's wiped. So I said, go for a nap. And I'll come in and I'll clean out the camper. So I thought, yep, I'll start with the fridge. Might as well. Then I can get everything ready for supper. And I'll be husband of the year. So I open up the fridge door and we had a bit of a rough ride. And this is what I see. Tupperware full of Saskatoons. Oh boy, oh boy. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to make something with Saskatoons for supper because that was a bit of an upset. So I did get most of the fridge cleaned out. I still got some stuff in the door, but I just wanted to show you something in here because I know there's a lot of you living the off-grid lifestyle or maybe homesteading that are set up in your RV. And in fact, this was us too, actually. For the first year when we got out here, we lived in an RV, not this one just like it. It was exactly the same, only way different. And because it didn't have a slide. And so we were really cozy. But this one we got this summer, and we've just noticed that the fridge really, hasn't been working very well when we come off of generator power and go back to propane. And I've been doing some troubleshooting, and there's a slider back in here for temp control. Now inside that slider is this little, and I haven't figured out exactly what this does, but somehow this controls temperature. So when you take your camper down a bumpy road, this thing flops out, and so it's sitting there right like that. Well, you can imagine that's way lower than even the warmest setting of the fridge. And so our fridge was getting very warm. The freezer was defrosting, and nobody likes defrosted freezers. It's not a good time. So this is going to be an ongoing problem for us. And I think what I'm going to do, because there's this little guide right here, is I'm actually going to put a dab of silicone in there and attach it to the end of this thing and then just slide it to wherever it needs to be. And we'll check it in a couple of days and see, because I'm just going to leave this running on propane for now until I've got a really good idea that I have this problem solved. Because the next camping trip we take, I don't want to have to deal with this every single time. We go for 3, 4, 5 days, however long we go. We can't leave the generator run 24 hours a day just to keep the fridge cold. That's completely goes against what we're trying to accomplish here. And I know that a new fridge is probably worth more than a brand new trailer. So silicone, we'll see. Everything else in here is silicone. Actually, in fact, every time we've taken this trailer out, I've had to fix something that the previous owners silicone back together. This last time was actually the bedroom door. Went down that bumpy road out by Tumbler Ridge, and when I showed up, the door was like at a 45-degree angle. I'm like, fantastic. So just checking in here on the piggies and their bulk feeder. And it looks like they've got enough for today and possibly part of tomorrow. So that worked out good. Able to, I filled this up on Wednesday. And what are we today? Sunday. So that was pretty slick. If you want to get away for a couple of days, lots of room in there to keep the piggies fed. And looks like the farm sitters did grand, kept them in fresh water all the time. And they even had a little bit over there to splash in. So we're going to run over and check on the chickens, make sure everybody's doing okay, collect all today's eggs. And I'm probably going to have 3 or 4 days worth of eggs to wash. One thing we are going to have to do, now that we've been away for a couple of days and hit the reset button, is get back in here and reset the garden. Looks like there's lots of weeding we're going to have to do over the next few days, a couple of weeks maybe. But it's beautiful because this time of year we're already getting into harvesting. A lot of stuff, we've pulled a lot of the peas, we pulled some of the carrots. We've had our first harvest of potatoes for the year. And the stuff, the root vegetables especially, are doing absolutely amazing this year. The chickens look like they're all doing fantastic. This feeder, this is what we've been giving them dry feeding over the last few days. And, it's amazing. We put this ring on here last fall and just cut it out of an old barrel lid and then just use a hole saw to basically make some head-size slots in there. Because you'll see when they get into the open thing, they'll just grab whatever food they want, eat that little bit, and then whatever they don't want, they just toss out of the way, right? Whereas this ring, what it does is it makes it so they can't get in there and shovel stuff around so they get the tasty bits. They basically get what they get. It reduces a heck of a lot of waste and saves a pile of money, actually. Well, it looks like the chickens are all taken care of, and I'm pretty much wrapping things up for the other night. Oh, I should show you this. This just put this on the wife's truck here. 3-ball hitch with a tow hook. New purchase from Princess Auto. I thought this was fantastic. I've had one for years actually, and it's been amazing. And I kind of got, you know, every time the wife needs to tow something, she's just like, where's the hitch for this? Where's the hitch for that? Where's the hitch for this? So I just got her the all-in-one. Works pretty slick. Like I said, I've had one for years. And the other day I was at the co-op in Hythe, and I was picking up those jugs of bleach to chlorinate the well, if you remember that video. And what do you know? I was only in the store for like 5 minutes, and I came out and the hitch was gone. And I was like, oh, that's greasy. So this is the day before I needed to hook onto the trailer and haul all the quads and the side-by-sides out for our camping trip. So I was pretty bitter about that. But you know what? I guess somebody needed it more than I did. And I did have a spare, just a regular 2-inch ball, so we still made it out there. Still got the side-by-side out. Put a lot of miles on that thing this weekend. Some beautiful country out in that Tumbler Ridge area. If you ever get the chance to go, highly recommend it. Anyways, on that note, I should probably go fix myself up a cup of tea because I haven't had one in a couple of days. So I'll let you go for now. I hope you have a fantastic evening, and we'll see you tomorrow.